This is one failure that Bob Quinn has had in his time with the Detroit Lions.
Holy grail.
Hey there, football fans. My name is Derek P. Fields, and welcome to the Gridiron Blitz, where we talk all things Detroit Lions. Comes out that Matthew Stafford played the NFL season last year with a broken back, which was apparently suffered Week 13 when the Detroit Lions took on the Los Angeles Rams. Now, Matthew Stafford continued to play even with these broken pieces in his back. What is my issue here? Did Matthew Stafford continue to play on his own accord, or was he forced in? I'm not sure. I tend to believe that Matthew Stafford is a warrior, so he decided, I'm going to represent and I'm going to play the rest of my season. Now, you can debate whether or not it was a good idea for the franchise to keep him there, or if they should have pulled him out. That's not what this video is about. What this video is about is Mr. Bob Quinn. Love the man, love what he's doing for the Detroit Lions. But one major failure, in my opinion, is his inability to have a backup quarterback of significant value for Matthew Stafford. Bob Quinn arrived in Detroit in the 2016 offseason. Who was our quarterbacks? Now, this was before the draft. When this final roster came about in September, our quarterbacks were Dan Orlovsky and Jake Rudock. So I guess that was Bob Quinn's answer to a backup for Matthew Stafford. The very next year, 2017, it was just Jake Rudock that was a backup for Matthew Stafford. Now again, this guy was drafted in the 6th round. So was Tom Brady. But Jake Rudock is no Tom Brady. So that's 2 years under Bob Quinn that he has failed to put a reliable backup behind Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford has not had a reliable backup since Sean Hill, who retired in 2014. That takes us to 2018. Who was our quarterback for the 2018 season behind Matthew Stafford? None other than Matt Cassel. Now, when Matt Cassel was brought in a little over a year ago, I know a lot of Lions fans, including myself, could not believe that this was the case. Matt Cassel pretty much disappeared after he left New England to go to Kansas City. He did not produce for the Lions in the few games that he was in, and I'm sure I can speak for most of the Lions fan base when I say that we did not believe in Matt Cassel. So that brings us to this year. This year, our backup quarterbacks entering the 2019 season is Mr. Tom Savage, cannot even say his name without laughing, and David No Name Fails. No disrespect to these gentlemen, but I definitely would not trust them to lead my team to one victory, let alone consecutive victories. So what's my point in all of this? Bob Quinn, as great as he was with the Patriots and as great as he's looking to be with the Detroit Lions, with a solid draft in 2019, probably the best draft class of his tenure with the Detroit Lions, he has failed in this one regard, to get Matthew Stafford a reliable backup quarterback. Now, you can put that on the Ford organization. Yeah, you can. After the Fords, Bob Quinn is the decision maker when it comes to moves to be made with this team. There were some early guys in the free agency that we possibly could have gone after. Not sure exactly what their contracts were looking like. Teddy Bridgewater comes to mind. Some other guys come to mind. And right now, there's a guy out there named Sam Bradford. Can't say I would have him and rely on him, but I think I can trust him a wee bit more than Mr. Tom Savage. And let's not forget about Mr. Colin Kaepernick. So what does Bob Quinn need to do? Bob Quinn needs to get Matthew Stafford a reliable backup, because if Matthew Stafford goes down at any time during the 2019 season, it's going to be a long year. Once again, guys, my name is Derek P. Fields. This is the Gridiron Blitz. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and enable all notifications when you ring that bell. Thank you so much for watching. Derek is out. Peace.